Hey everybody, this is the Esoteric Cross. I make videos about how to gain your personal power while learning ancient secrets. If that sounds like something that you're into, please hit the like button and subscribe and gain insight from this perspective in the cosmos. On this channel, I regularly talk about practices that completely changed my life. I think routine is very important to living a happy life and getting the things that you want out of life. Every morning I do a set of rituals that set me up for the day. I talk about the LBRP ritual, and if you want to learn more about that, you can click the top right corner for the link to that video. In this video, I'm going to touch on a bit of purification, LBRP, LIRP, middle pillar, and other practices. This video might be the catalyst that you need to set yourself up for spiritual success. I made a video about purification, which I will link here at the top right corner. But the main takeaway about purification is that we want to fill our spiritual body up with so much light that we are overflowing, and this is going to clear out our energy. In the beginning phase of ceremonial magic, I like to do purification activities such as fasting. You don't have to fast, but I'm going to talk about some of the benefits here. I like to remove negative energy from my life in any way possible. This would mean stopping drinking, no marijuana, no sugar, eating fruits and vegetables, removing stressors, removing toxic people from your life, not having sex, not watching pornography, no masturbation, no social media. These are all things that you can do during a purification phase and then introduce them back later if you want to. You may find that some of these things lead to your depression, anxiety, worsen your PTSD, or just generally keep you from the life that you want to have. Some of these things you might want to quit completely, and some of these things you might want to quit on occasions. I'll make a video about fasting and how important it is and why so many cultures use it. The ritual I start with is the LBRP. This is the lesser banishing ritual of the pentagram. This is a purification ritual which clears out your energy. You do the ritual before you do other rituals because it clears out the space energetically. What you are doing when you do the LBRP is you are banishing air, water, fire, and earth. These are our four aspects of our consciousness: mental, emotional, spiritual, and physical. You will want to do this ritual every single day. This is going to fill up your cup and let it overflow. This will clear out blockages and negativity. The next ritual is the LIRP, which is the lesser invoking ritual of the pentagram, which I will make a video about soon. I feel like the LBRP is so popular that people don't talk about the invoking ritual that much. What we do with the LIRP is invoke energy instead of banishing. This is also filling up our cup with light, but in a different way. We are calling in energy and we are making ourselves more magnetic. The LBRP is almost like an invisibility ritual, whereas the LIRP is more magnetizing. When we do the LIRP, we can think about things that we want to attract to us, like money, or you can just do this for spiritual sustenance, which I like to do, because when we have spiritual sustenance, we can attract things to our life easily by just thinking about them. When you do both of these rituals daily, you are performing a balancing act, and you are keeping up with your soul's personal hygiene. It's important to note that many people who practice ceremonial magic will tell you to practice the LBRP for 9 months before performing the LIRP or the middle pillar. So this brings us to my third ritual of the morning, which is the middle pillar. The middle pillar is a ritual that is drawing the light from the top of the universe and filling up our middle pillar of the tree of life. In Kabbalah, the tree of life is a diagram that shows us how God's light filters down to the physical world. This is what makes up the universe, and it is what makes us up too. The tree of life is within the design of mankind. We draw God's light down and fill up our middle pillar. This is another way of filling up our cup. This is so important, and this is the meaning of the Bible quote, "My cup runneth over." When we fill up our cups, we have this overflow, and we use that overflow to fill up other people's cups. When your cup is running over, you are prepared for most anything that life has to throw at you. In the middle pillar, we draw light down, fill up Keter, the top Sephiroth on the tree of life, which is above our heads. This is our crown. And then moving down to Da'ah, the hidden Sephiroth, which is about knowledge. Then drawing this light down into Tiferet, which is our care, compassion, or the Jesus Christ center. This is why Jesus lives in our hearts. The Son of God is the sun in your chest. It's a golden sphere of energy. And then we pull this light down into our pelvis, which is the Sephiroth Yasad. This is the foundation where we create life, generation. And then the bottom Sephiroth is Malkuth, which is at our feet. This is the fruit of the tree of life, the physical universe where we walk on this earth. This is called the middle pillar because it follows the middle way on the tree of life, and this is the center of energy in the middle of our torus field. I made a video about the Kabbalistic tree of life, which you can click the top right corner of this video, and you can watch that now if you'd like. The Kabbalistic tree of life is very important when understanding shielding. This ritual has completely changed my life because when we work with the tree of life to shield our energy, what we are doing is building back our light body. This is our rainbow body. When we go through an experience that is traumatic, which everyone has, no one has escaped trauma in life, whether this is mental, emotional, spiritual, or physical trauma. This breaks down our light body. It fragments. Sometimes we may not even notice we have experienced trauma, especially when it is spiritual trauma. Trauma fragments our light body and dissociates us from aspects of ourselves. At first, I started shielding in order to protect my energy from rude customers at work. I'm talking about people who would yell at you, cuss at you, sometimes beat the tables in front of you and throw fits. Customers who will give you a hard time because their life is not going the way that they want it to. And they try to project this energy onto you. I started shielding to protect myself from these people, but what really happened when I started shielding was something I was not expecting at all. The first day I did shielding, I saw color in my world that I never had. My depression stopped, my anxiety stopped. I felt lighter and more free. I continued to do this ritual daily. This is when I found that I was rebuilding my light body because I started healing my trauma. My depression eased off, my anxiety eased off. I felt more confident, and people see something different in me now. I can carry myself a different way, and this is on a subconscious level. The shielding exercise that I do is building the tree of life around me, and if you watched my Kabbalah video, you should know that the tree of life is universal energy as well as our own energy. So when you are rebuilding your own light body, you are rebuilding the light body of everyone in the universe. This is a major key of the law of attraction, because now that you are rebuilding your light body, you will come into contact with other people who are rebuilding their light body, and just by being in the presence with these people, you will heal them, and they will heal you. You may still have difficult people that you have to deal with, as I had some difficult customers still, but they won't get to you the way that they used to. And you can keep your energy high, and you will affect them in a way that you would have not been able to affect them before. Now, it's important to keep in mind that when you start to do shielding, you can't just go and get into contact with people that you said you would cut out of your life. If someone is being awful to you and you start to do a shielding exercise to protect yourself from this person, you are protecting yourself on a spiritual level and on an astral level. When you remember your shield in place throughout the day, you are protecting yourself on a mental level. It is your responsibility to protect yourself on that mental level, emotional, and most importantly, the physical level. If someone is trying to hurt you, you should most certainly keep your distance from that person while still practicing shielding. One last practice that I'm going to share is grounding. We want to imagine an energetic umbilical cord connecting from our heart to the center of the earth. And we want to give the earth our negative energy so that she may alchemize it. Once we have drained ourselves of our toxicity, then we must refill our body with new fresh light. This may be done before shielding, after shielding, at the end of the day, throughout the day. This can be an amazing coping strategy when something unexpected comes up that may put us in an emotional state when we don't necessarily want to be. I'm thinking about making a video going more in depth on shielding and giving you multiple ways to shield yourself. The shielding practice that I use can be quite long, but there are shorter ones. And this ritual routine has completely changed my life. It takes me quite a long time to do it every morning, but I do this for spiritual sustenance and to keep my energy high. and it is well worth it. This helps keep the negative energy at bay and gives me what I need to become who I'm meant to be. These are amazing coping strategies that can help you with your tough times. And these are amazing strategies to help you manifest what you want out of life. These are amazing strategies to get people to notice your light. They can be amazing strategies to become more invisible to the wrong people. It can be a suit of armor for when life is throwing you everything that it can, because you know that it will. I hope there was something new that you were able to take away from this video. If so, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe for more content. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time.